Welcome to the USI instructional video on how to fix your laminator when your film curls up and wraps around your rollers. Here's a wrap up right now in the back of your rollers. This is usually caused by not threading your laminator correctly. Also, if you're using very thin film like a 1.3 mil, 1.5, sometimes if you don't leave enough film out the back of your machine, when you go to hit the start button, your film could affect with static, could wrap around your rollers. So it is advised to use 3 mil or 5 mil film. Also, the most likely reason film wraps around your rollers is your tension. You have tension knobs on the top roll of film and a tension knob on the bottom roll of film. If your tension knob on the top roll is adjusted too tight, your film will curl up and wrap around your upper roller. If your tension knob is too tight on the bottom, your film will curl down and wrap around your bottom roller. The way to unjam a wraparound, which is the easiest way to do this, is take your feed tray off of the machine by just lifting and pulling up. You want to cut your top roll of film above your top heat chute. You want to cut your bottom roll of film below your bottom heat chute, just like if you're changing your rolls of film. You want to grab onto your film and you want to hit your reverse button. Your reverse button will cause your rollers to go in the opposite direction and unwrap the film for you. Make sure when you cut your film, you never use a sharp knife. What you want to do is you want to hold down your reverse button. You have to hold it down, and you just back the film out. So again, do not use a knife because you may cut your heat shoes and you may cut your rubber rollers, which can be costly to change. Just cleared your wraparound. If you have a severe wraparound, you may need to use your zippy cutter or a pair of scissors, but never a sharp knife. All you need to do is cut your film in between your front and back rollers. You'll want to do the same process that I showed you earlier, which is taking your tray off the front of the machine. Take your zippy cutter or your pair of scissors and cut your film away from the top roll and your film away from the bottom roll. You want to hold on to your film. Again, hit your reverse switch, back your film out. The film that's wrapped around the front is going to come out the front. Your back rollers, the film is pulling and unwrapping. And you just grab onto the film and you help advance the film out from the back rollers. If you have another person that can help you, have them pull the film while you hold down the reverse button. Make sure when your film wraps around both back rollers that you make sure it clears both of your rollers before you rethread your laminator. And sometimes you have to just kind of get the film at the right spot. Just hold on to it and let it back out. You don't have to pull on it, just let the rollers turn and let the film come out. If you have a severe wraparound, you may have to take off your right side housing. You have 4 Allen wrench screws. Once you take off the side housing, you're going to see your chain with 3 sprockets. Sometimes when your film wraps around the rollers, the little set screw that holds your sprocket to the shaft may back out to protect your motor from binding up. In the owner's manual, there is a section on tightening sprockets. So when you go back to rethread your laminator, if your 4 rubber rollers are not turning, most likely one of the Allen wrench set screws has backed out and the shaft is turning inside the sprocket. So again, in your owner's manual, it'll tell you how to adjust your sprockets. Also, if you've put the film on backwards where you got adhesive on the shoes or the rollers, we have a cleaning kit. We have one pad which is non-abrasive to clean off your heat shoes, and we have another pad that's a little bit more abrasive to clean off the adhesive off your rubber rollers.